Good morning guys, hello, bon dia, welcome back to another video of Frankie Off Grid. Firstly, I just want to say thank you all so much for all the comments on our last video where we shared that we'd got engaged, but also that I have a little baby in here. Yeah, it was so nice to read all your congratulations and excitement. So I thought I would show you what we're up to today. I'm finally starting to feel like I'm getting my energy back. The first trimester I couldn't really do anything, so everything feels a little bit chaotic because Iwan's been having to do everything. He's had so much work to do on the land as well, and also just with the weather and the constant rain, there's just stuff everywhere that it shouldn't be. And now that we've built the new cabin to sleep in, this one I've just finished emptying and given a quick clean, and our plan is to kind of start organising everything so that we can start working on the barn over the next, well, couple of years it's probably going to be, but the first step is to get organised. So that's what we're going to slowly start doing, see how my energy goes. So this is the old cabin. It's really weird being in here now. I think because the new cabin is just so nice inside, it feels even worse in here. There's a lot of bees buzzing. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're very loud and they are filling everything with pollen. I'll show you some things. I think they're the solitary bees, and every little hole in the kitchen they filled. If we leave our coats hanging, they're making nests inside, so there's just pollen everywhere. But they are very cute, and there's lots of them in here, so hopefully you can hear me over there buzzing. But yeah, it's kind of made me be like, wow, how did we survive in here for 4 years? It's so small. You know, this room served us really well. We built it within 6 months of moving here. We've learned so much since then about building, so it's nice to see how far we've come. Anyway, it's going to just be a storage room now. We've got really nice tongue and groove on the floor and the ceiling, so when we do eventually take this down, it'd be really nice to repurpose everything that we can. Now we just need to fill this room with all the stuff that is. We've got the shed, the barn and the lean-to that we want to organise better, because probably the first job we're going to do is take down the lean-to on the side of the house. So we need to clear out under there. That's where the washing machine and stuff is, and our big wood chipper. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of organising. So that is the job for today, amidst trimming and gardening and trying to get things tidied up around here, because I've been out of action for about 2 months. Okay, actually, first thing I'm going to do is sort out the greenhouse because it's utter chaos. Iwan can't trim because there's stuff everywhere. So let's get on to this first. Hey Diogo, you going to help? This is a goji berry full of weeds. Should probably plant you in the ground. citrus tree in here. I have some hazelnuts that I took as clippings from our hazelnut tree, and they're doing really well. This is some more of those with some grass. Yeah, good. What do you want to do with them?
There's not much to do with them at the moment.
Just going to leave them there?
I guess so.
Because it's whether you want to come in and just trim.
Yeah.
So these yellow marks on the door are where the bees are crashing into the glass, covered in pollen, bringing pollen to fill every gap they can find. For example, this keyhole on our cupboard, full of pollen. Reolink are kindly sponsoring today's video, and we're big fans of their intelligent, user-friendly and state-of-the-art security cameras, ranging from solar-powered tracking cameras to video doorbells that we have set up around our homestead. They recently sent us a new camera and we've captured some really cool footage on it this week. The new camera they sent us is their Track Mix, which features a dual lens camera to capture both full view and close-up images of the same event and shows them both on the same screen. We have the solar powered version, which we've added our own SIM card to, so it doesn't need any wiring up and it's very easy to move around to different parts of the land. So firstly we had it set up on our driveway, and then we moved it to underneath one of our cork oaks when we noticed that the ground had been very disturbed in the night. Offering 360-degree coverage, it pans and tilts to automatically track and zoom in on a moving target, and with its smart detection it can identify whether there's a person, vehicle or animal. The footage captured is ultra-clear, high-definition video in 4K resolution, both day and night. The Track Mix features a spotlight to deliver full-colour night vision, enabling clear identification of critical details like faces, clothing and objects. This spotlight can also act as a strong visual deterrent for any unwanted visitors. It supports both microSD or the Reolink NVR and Home Hub for secure storage with no subscription fees. And you can use the Reolink app to control your devices and check in from anywhere, helping you to monitor everything and to feel that your home is secure. Available in PoE, Wi-Fi, battery and 4G LTE versions. If you'd like to protect your home with Reolink's dual lens Track Mix PTZ camera, you can check out the link in our description below to learn more and choose the perfect fit for your needs. A big thanks to Reolink for sponsoring today's video and for helping us to monitor everything on our homestead.
Guess what I'm about to find?
A rake. Ah! We've been looking for that.
Should I leave it?
Maybe. You got pollen on your nose, Dodo. Bees tried to make a nest on you. Good morning, guys. It is a little bit chilly here today. The sun is not quite out and there's a bit of a coolness to the air, which is quite strange for May. It's been a very strange weather year, but I just noticed, I thought I would come and show you. This is why Iwan is always trimming. If he left the grass, this is one that he hasn't been able to cut because it's by the fence. I can't even reach the top of it. It is so tall. This is how fast it grows. It's really wild. This is like a type of oat straw. You can actually make really nice tea from the seeds on it. But yeah, it just made me laugh how tall this piece was. And we've experimented each year with, there was one year we left it all get, this tall on the plateau, so we didn't have to trim as often, but then it's really hard work to actually cut it once it's that big, so he's just trying to keep on top of it this year, but it has meant he is constantly cutting the grass, and there are some areas of the land that are still really boggy that he can't get to, and for the weather to be like this in May, or the ground to be this wet in May, we've not experienced that yet in the 5 years we've lived here. And yeah, I think just the additional wetness of this spring, it's just been so much rain, I think has just made the grass grow even more alarmingly. So yeah, I can't get over how tall this piece of grass is. It's funny. We have Iwan's friend Cal with us at the moment, and they have just popped out to Castelo Branco to go and buy a shelf so that we can make that in the cabin, and start putting stuff away in there. We're kind of at that stage of tidying up where it gets worse before it gets better. There is stuff everywhere, so I think I'll do a bit of a tidy up whilst they're gone, and then we'll see what we can get done today. So I'm just gonna try and tidy up here a little bit. I think it's one of the biggest challenges we have is just not having space to put everything, because we have so many building materials, and when it rains we have to put everything away, and then also we want to keep stuff out of the sun as well. So it's definitely a bit of a challenge that we do face, which is why it's great that we can now start putting stuff in the cabin. I'm not actually even going to show you inside the barn because it is such a mess. I'm too embarrassed to show you, but just imagine the most chaos you can. That's what it's like in there, because when we were building the cabin we had all the tools in there, and then with the rain we just threw everything in there, and it's madness. So I'm really excited to get this tidied up, and I'm just gonna see what difference I can make here, because the grass is also getting a bit out of hand as per usual. I'm not sure if the microphone will be picking it up, but there's a bird song you'll be able to hear. It sounds kind of like a flute, and that's the golden oriole. They've just come back the last couple of weeks, and they're one of our favourite birds. They're bright yellow, they're beautiful, so it's really nice to hear them. And the sun is coming out. I have to get my hat. I just don't know where to put things. As I said, one of the first jobs we want to do is to take down this very sketchy lean-to here, and we also need to access all of this back wall because it's starting to crumble at the bottom. It seems like there's not a proper foundation, and I get so out of breath so easily right now. It's embarrassing. Went from running half marathon to having I just haven't done any exercise in 2 months, and I feel like I'm losing my fitness. So I'm quite happy to be working today. But yeah, our friends, if you guys watch the channel, Luke and Sarah's Off-Grid Life, it's been really handy watching them because they've had to underpin one of the walls in the ruin they're restoring. I'll leave their channel below if you're looking for a really cool project they're working on. And yeah, we've been able to see how they're doing it, underpinning the wall, so I think that's what we might need to do here. And we need to fix here that we had a tree that fell down here that pulled this wall, and because this is the piece of land that we're hoping to buy, we're in discussion with, still haven't heard back about our offer yet. We haven't repaired the wall because we're not sure if we want an access point here, but it's all just a bit chaotic. And the grass is taking over. Oh, hello, Simao. You don't always see you in the daytime. Absolutely everything is always full of water after all this rain. this is why we wear gloves. It's a big centipede. I'll show you, they're very scary. So this guy here, probably the most dangerous bug we have apart from a scorpion. They give a really, really nasty sting. I got bitten on the foot by one year. I was quite lucky it didn't bite me too bad because it can be really nasty. Where on earth are we going to put everything? Probably need to get Iwan to move the heavier stuff. But hopefully we can do some clearing here. Just have a big pile of rubble and stuff here as well. And we keep like making a pile and then it gets swamped by the grass, so I need to come up with a rubble plan, maybe in this bucket. This guy. To go and hide him from the cats because the cats like to catch lizards. So this is where you can, well, hopefully you can hear me over the washing machine, but yeah, this is the problem we have, is this is all just clayey mud that's starting to fall, which makes this all very sketchy. So it's going to be a big job to sort all this out.
Right, just doing some clearing up. I've got all this wood. We're trying to work out what to do with it, and then realised that we do actually need to move the washing machine that you can see behind me, because we need to take all this down. So I think what we'll do is we'll build another veranda thing on the other side of the building where the boiler is, and then we can have like a little utility area. Yeah, do that. I think I need to get the strimmer out first because the grass is a bit long. So. Maybe we'll actually get cracking on this next couple of weeks. Makes sense, really. Get it all covered before the summer. We've got a tap there, so it works quite well with the washing machine, and we can probably attach it to the grey water coming out of the cabin as well. So fingers crossed that'll work. A bit more strimming to do, as always. I think we're gonna get in the garden.
Looks so good. That wall is so beautiful.
So,
It looks so good. The wall is so beautiful.
yeah, isn't it? Yeah, shame it fell down, really.
Yeah. That wall build it back
Get two together. Good boy. Looks like it might rain, so I might have to run away halfway through doing this. But give you a little update. So the potato experiment, 1 second. The potato challenge that me and Carissa are having, we're trying to see whether the bucket method is better than the ground method. And currently it seems to be that the bucket method is working very well. Haven't actually looked to see any potatoes yet, but it's just about to flower. So it's looking good. As you can see, the bucket's full. Just been putting grass cuttings in there. And it seems to be working, but obviously we won't know until the end, but it's looking good so far. So we're going to basically use this as if it was a big bucket and do the same with it. So I'm going to cover the ground inside it with cardboard. We have, I think, a bag maybe of compost. We'll chuck that in and then throw in some potatoes and some grass. Hopefully before it rains. We've seen quite a few of the banded centipedes about this year already. They're horrible, horrible things. So I'm being a little tentative moving this stuff because there's a very good chance there's something underneath it. Shovel, rake will be better. There's definitely been some mice under it. So we do this to obviously try and stop the grass from growing up. It's usually fairly successful, so fingers crossed. There's a really dark cloud over there. It's really light here, so it might just miss it. Another nice touch with these veggie garden beds, as it says here, the ink used is eco-friendly, non-toxic and water-based. So all of it's good for using in the garden, apart from the plastic obviously. While I'm here, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments about our big news. It was quite overwhelming to respond to them all last weekend. So thank you very much.
Oh, I'm gone, my friend. Won't you tell me the answers again? My heart bleeds red, but there's no point in telling me why. No point in telling me why. Oh, can't seem to challenge any thought.
So what we have here is a mix between oat straw and varying amount of different wildflowers. Hopefully before it's all gone to seed. Alright, darling? Nice. So I've put in some taters. That should be enough, shouldn't it, soil? It's about like an inch.
I reckon as well this side just put grass and we'll put the potatoes in there and see how they do.
Yeah?
That's
Cool. It's pretty much halfway where they are, so yeah, because that's going to be too much grass for this at the moment, isn't it?
Very pretty grass.
Isn't it? Smells lush. I was just saying that it'd be nice if it did actually rain, so that I don't have to do it. Cool. I've got some red potatoes here. I think that's it. So these must be 8 weeks behind the buckets. Something like that. Ah, so many tomato flowers. What's this? Isn't that a potato?
Yeah, that's the one that says the road potato. There's two.
Yeah, there is, yeah. Might be from the same potato.
And then I'm not sure that's basil.
That's basil. No, that's chili. Chili. Basil. And there's another basil in there somewhere. It's amazing, isn't it? Right, Carissa has ordered us to build these shelves. So we're going to build the shelves. Boy, there's some weather coming in. It's quite handy that we don't need any screws or anything.
You've not got the screw?
I don't think we have any screws, do we?
It does suggest at the top there should be some.
Does it?
Oh, I was just saying no screws.
I do not know. I haven't seen any screws. I don't think you'll have heard that too well. But Callum here, my friend from back home in Wales, actually has a YouTube channel himself. Although it's not really like a vloggy channel. Him and his dad have a company selling very, very nice cars. So I'll pop a link in the description and write it here. What is it? Real Carco?
Yeah, Real Carco.
Real Carco. Yeah, have a look. You'll see like our surrounding areas where we grew up in Snowdonia and stuff, and some stunning cars to go with. So go and give him a subscribe.
Perfect.
You hit it too hard. A beautiful shelf.